No, I think he had enough.
Where did you find this?
Nuke's parking lot. Little dude fell out of a tree, so we're gonna help him. We have a shop squirrel now.
I leave for 1 week. Now Doug has a squirrel. Oh, today we're gonna be going a little bit further. Finally, now that I'm back into getting this, hopefully getting the car close to running today. We're gonna be putting the motor into the car, getting the drive shaft, hopefully all that good stuff put back in, the exhaust put back on, motor put up into the car, hooking up all the electrical, coolant lines, radiator, all that good stuff. Chip?
Chip is his name.
You named it already?
Yeah, well, I had Chips at Nuke's, so I figured Chip was a good name.
Is this staying at our apartment?
I mean, he's staying in this basket. Wherever the basket goes, I guess he'll be. Look at his little tail.
While I was gone, Doug made a lot of progress on getting this engine put back together as far as like the pulleys, the belts, all that good stuff. The crank pulley's back on. The radiator, I mean not the radiator, the alternator, AC compressor, all that good stuff is back hooked up. So all we gotta do today is basically just lower the car down onto the K-member, hook up the electrical connectors, the PCM engine harness and all that good stuff. And then pretty much just put the strut towers back up in the car. Yeah, I was about to say, and then we can start just hooking up various things here and there like the radiator, and then we'll be close to being able to start the damn thing. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump in and get starting. Hopefully we can get this motor in the car today with no problems.
With Chip's help.
Jesus, dude. Oh my God. All right, guys, right now Doug is filling up the transmission with 3 quarts of AMSOIL synchro mesh fluid. While he's doing that, I'm actually gonna start filling up the engine with some brake-in oil. We've got AMSOIL brake-in oil. This is SAE 30. It's so nice to be able to fill oil with the engine out of the car. You don't have to try to reach over the body of the car. You don't have to worry about spilling anything. You literally just pour it. So this new oil pan that we've got on here, we've got this nice stainless welded, TIG welded oil pan. It is a high capacity oil pan, and we've also got a high capacity oil pump or high volume oil pump, and also a high volume pickup tube. Being with the combination of all that stuff, we're actually going to be running 10 quarts of oil now instead of just the normal 8.5, I believe. This oil is very expensive. This case right here, I can't remember exactly how much, but yeah, something like that, 130, 150 just for the brake-in oil that we're only gonna run in it for like legitimately 30 minutes. Then the oil after that's real expensive. Let's do this. Motor is going into the car. I don't even know what to say. I'm like actually speechless right now. All right, let me lower it down. Let's look over everything. That's gonna have to get pulled back. Brake caliper over here is good. Bolts look like they're gonna be off a good bit, but so far so good. It's sliding in nice and easy. Okay, hang on. Hardest part about this is getting the damn K-member lined up with the bolt holes. Okay, go forward a tiny bit. Okay, right there. If you can go forward even a ½ an inch more, we're perfect. Yep, right there. Perfect. Oh my God, I'm getting so excited. What was that?
It just went in the hole.
Okay.
It was in, but it was ever so slightly hung in.
Okay. We've got the engine stabbed back into the car. K-member is in place. All we've got to do now is tighten up the 4 bolts, or the 4 nuts that hold the K-member up, and then 2 bolts on each side in the back. So we've got 8 total bolts tightened up, and then the engine is back in the car. That is super exciting. Look.
Dope.
Huh?
Hella dope.
Hella dope. Legitimately, at this point, all that we need to do is tighten everything, put the drive shaft back in, radiator back in, hook up the electrical, hook up the fuel line, vacuum lines, get a bass tune, and start this thing up. Woo! I'm so pumped. Oh my gosh. Let me check on Chip. How's Chip doing? He's chilling. He's taking a big old nap. Yep. There you go. Right there. 1, 2. Okay, good. Got it. There you go. Up. There it is. Beautiful. This thing is gonna be running hopefully in the next few days. This is exciting. We got all of the motor mounts, or the K-member mount bolts tightened. All that is good to go. We're lifting the back end up right now so that Doug can feed the transmission cross member bolts in and get the transmission tightened down. Once we do that, we'll be able to lower this trans jack out of the way, and basically everything will be installed into the car. We'll just have to hook everything up. So
What if you were just coming back home to this already in there?
I'd have been really upset because I didn't get to take part in it. I'd have been real upset.
I started to, and I was like, nah, he's probably gonna not be happy if I just...
No, I'd be so sad because I've been wanting to put this thing together for so long. Now with this K-member, we actually have tie-down points built into it, so I don't have to use the back of the K-member back here. Go to just hook a hook around that and tie the car down in the trailer. She's a whole race car now. She just moved to LA, go to UCLA, and she drive a Maserati, and she got a body, surfboard shorty, she just catch a wave. I'm really glad I started recording. All right, now that we've got everything underneath the car tightened up, we've got the trans bolts tight, all that good stuff, we're able to now drop the car down. And once we drop it down, we can start hooking up all these electrical things. Really, I think that's, yeah, that's probably the next thing that we're gonna do. What in the? Whoa, he's fast, dude. What does he want?
Come on. Come on.
Is he hungry?
Yeah, he's hungry. Come here. Hey, chill.
What the? Where's his bottle?
Right here.
What in the? Oh. Dude, are you serious?
Yeah. When he gets hungry, that's what he does. He lets you know.
I don't even know what to say. I've never seen anyone with a squirrel before.
Oh, I'm sorry. I spilled a little bit.
Why is he so fast? Oh my God.
He's a squirrel.
Well, I know he's a squirrel, but I mean, like, damn, he's tiny and fast as hell.
We're taking our adopted.
Dude, we're not fine.
We're taking baby Chip to go eat with us right now. And his other daddy is very
God, dude. I am hungry. We've got the car pretty much to like a good stopping point to go eat. We've got all the suspension and we've got the harnesses. We got everything put in the car, bolted down. And so we're gonna go eat lunch real quick. And Doug's like, dude, I can't leave the squirrel here. I'm like, what do you mean you can't leave the squirrel here? And he's like, dude, we're taking the squirrel to lunch. And now apparently we're taking the fucking squirrel to lunch. I'm so sorry for the language, but what the dude, we're not taking the squirrel to lunch.
You're quiet, he won't wake up.
Let's just imagine what you see whenever you walk into a restaurant. All right, you walk into a restaurant, you see me. I don't know what I even look like right now. I look like a bum. And then there's Doug. I don't know what Doug looks like. And he's got a backpack on with a fucking squirrel in a basket.
Yeah.
Welcome to Louisiana, baby.
Get the old Chip.
Great. Great.
He's practicing to make you a father one day.
I'm not gonna be a father one day. I refuse.
Welcome to the life. You've accepted it now.
I really just haven't. Look at.
Bro, tell me that little fella ain't cute. And I won't call you a liar to your face.
What happened to my life? We go from being in LA, shooting music videos, wearing all designer clothes and Bentleys and Lamborghinis. I come back here and now I'm dressed like a hobo holding a squirrel going to eat Mexican food. Morgan earlier was texting me, which is, by the way, the girl that came to LA with me, for everybody asking, but she texted me earlier and she was like, wait, so is the girl that has the squirrel there again? Because I sent her a picture of the squirrel. And I was like, nope. So the weird thing is that Doug and that girl have joint custody of the squirrel right now. And she goes, welcome to Louisiana.
Told you, I wasn't leaving him at the shop.
It's so quiet in here.
Hardly anyone here.
Yeah, it's perfect till you start screaming.
He won't.
All right, guys, we made it back from lunch. Chip the squirrel was real good over lunch. No squealing or squirming or anything. He kind of just hung out and laid down and slept the whole time. Anyways, though, back to working on this. We just now went to O'Reilly's, picked up some spark plugs for the car. We're gonna put the spark plugs in, get all the electrical hooked up. Everything underneath the car right now is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and lower it down and get started connecting all these connectors and everything.
You can't cap iridium plugs. You don't do that. Guess what? We're going.
Yeah, I got mine. I don't care. All right, guys, so we just got all of the two-step harness spliced back in. We've got all the factory body harnesses and everything connected again. There's only one more harness that we need to connect right here. And there's a few more connectors that we do need to hook up. It's gonna go to this big harness that's down here on the ground. We're gonna have to route this all up through here. Number 2 goes here. Hang on, no, don't tighten these down yet. I gotta figure out where they all go, because multiple things hook up to the same thing. That connector goes there. This big old one goes to number 3, and this one goes on top of that, like so. It's always fun changing motors on new cars because everything is everywhere. That goes right here to that ground. This is for the radiator fans. Now, what is this for? Don't remember. That's probably something on the radiator too, I guess. These two are there. This is for the heat exchanger. Nice and dirty inside of there from using non-distilled water. I need to start using distilled water on this new block. We tentatively have everything pretty much connected as far as electrical goes. That goes on the intake. That's a fuel line. That's the old fuel line. That can be right there. That's fine. That's hooked up. That's hooked up. Electrical for the throttle body. We're looking really, really good so far.
Start it.
Start it. No, really though, this is actually coming along real great. This is not bad at all. Today we can do the cooling system. I need to tighten down this fuel. That's what I needed to not forget, is to tighten on that fuel line. We need to put the throttle body, intake, all that good stuff back on. Once we get the radiator and all in, I'm not kidding you, we should be able to start this thing up probably tomorrow.
You gotta get a tune from VMP, bass tune lockout.
Yep.
Remind me to download SCT Live Link tonight.
Okay, so we should be able to start it up hopefully tomorrow. This is going a lot better than what I was expecting, honestly. It's coming together fast.
I do a try.
Thank you, Doug. You did a good try. This is great. I don't think I could be here without you. I know I couldn't actually, so thank you.
Couldn't be here without you.
Oh, this is so sweet.
Oh, can I cut your butt?
Nope, it's okay. Thank you though.
Oh my God.
I forgot. Now that the giveaway started, I can do this in every video. By the way, guys, if you want to win a freaking yellow Corvette and you want to see this in your garage, you can go ahead and go get entered at www.itsjust6.com/shop. Every $20 spent gives you one automatic entry towards winning this car. This is obviously the biggest sweepstakes that we have done thus far. Absolutely incredible prize, obviously. We gave away a Miata last time. I told you guys if the giveaway did well last time, then we would do something a lot bigger. Well, the giveaway did great. Now we're doing something a lot bigger. So trying to give back to you guys a lot more than what we did last time. Me and Doug personally, why are you messing with the squirrel again?
Because if they donate to that, or if they do that, they're also helping the chip fund.
Oh, the chip fund. Jesus. We've got 4 more weeks till we draw a winner for this car, and I'm not even wanting to wait that long. I just want to draw it now just so we can have somebody come down here. I just want to see their face whenever we show them the car. It's honestly incredible. Me and Doug, hand in hand, have completely, basically restored that entire car's driveline and everything. It had a long history of abuse by the previous owner. We pretty much got the car, went through it head to toe, or bumper to bumper at least, and completely replaced everything that was even halfway worn. So this car is like a brand new freaking C6 Corvette, and it's beautiful. Oh my good Lord.
He woke up.
Hey.
Yeah, give him a little light pet.
Good morning, Chip. Next up, we're gonna put in the radiator and the AC condenser, and yes, that is correct, AC condenser. This car is gonna have an AC still. Street car. Pull off our 4 mounting bolts here. Woo!
Almost looks like a damn car.
It almost is there. So the radiator is mounted front and bottom, or top. Jesus, I'm so tired.
Front, back,
dude,
top to bottom.
It's been a while. It's been a week. Oh, dude, what's up, bro?
Oh, dude,
I knew I heard a freaking po' boy outside.
Dude, I freaking brought gifts.
Thanks, dude. That's freaking crazy.
BMR package.
I got a freaking motor in my car, bro. Have you seen Chip?
I've never. Okay, I saw Chip's tail.
What's up, shop squirrel?
Gosh.
Don't wake him up again. He just went to sleep.
What is this?
That's a banner from BMR.
What?
Yeah, I didn't want to open the box, but I was like, I'll bring it to Gavin, but I have a backpack.
No way. That is dope. BMR is the only sponsor of the channel that I do not have a banner for. Finally, we got a BMR banner. They're one of my favorite sponsors, honestly, so I'm happy to have this. It's gonna be great. Where do we hang it?
Hey, we need
a
just,
ladder.
Like, make the executive decision. Let's make a second story.
Yeah, a second story. Yeah, we need to start hanging banners up there too. Doug's gonna be the guy around town who's pulling all the girls because he walks up somewhere. That's what I was gonna say. He's gonna walk up somewhere with a squirrel on his shoulder. He's gonna be like, "What's up, ma?" Okay, there we go. Radiator hoses are hooked up now. Now we need the heat exchanger up here up top. I mean, not the. What am I talking about, dude? I'm so tired today. Not the heat exchanger, the damn expansion tank. It's been a long week. And then I came back to getting a car running and everything. So we're just rolling. There's something in there, and this won't thread in because of it. Can you get a pick? You see that little piece of paper in there? Of course, Doug's just got something in his pocket at all times to do it. He's got
to stay ready.
Screwdrivers, picks, change, squirrels, everything in his pockets. Yeah. All right, so this is the upper hose that goes to the little bottom of the thingy. Dude, this car has so many coolant hoses now because of the supercharger and the everything else. It's so hard to figure out where to route everything. So somehow this has got a slide on here, which actually is going to be relatively easy now that I look at it. Yeah. I be feeling like that sometimes. This is literally the last part of the cooling system that we have to install. So Doug this is like perfect timing for us to be putting all this back together because Doug legitimately just finished doing all of this exact same stuff on his car. It's kind of hard to see now that it's all back together, but he just put the hose and all that good stuff back on. He just took his motor apart. Like I said, he did L&M intake cams. He did valve springs from pack as well. He got the stage 3 transmission coming. This thing is going to be bad whenever it's back together, especially on nitrous. Jesus Christ.
Went up here the other day. It was Daniel and Doug and all them when y'all were out of town. Doug's just sitting there in his car, just doing head studs on his car. Just all he's wearing is a pair of shorts and some shoes, and he's doing freaking head studs in his car while the engine's in the car. And I'm like, really? That's just what we're doing nowadays? Sitting on top of the bumper like it's like a torque bench. It is, man.
I wish I could have. You should have taken a picture. I would have loved to see that. Upper radiator hose is in place. Dude, we're gonna be able to start this car tomorrow. We honestly could almost start it tonight if I had the tune. All right, so let's take a poll real quick while we're finishing this.
Pole or a pool? I like pool.
I like poles. Let's take a
poll. Do you guys think the car is going to chop now that it's got the cams and the lockouts? Normally Coyotes will not chop because they have phasers, so they tune it out.
With lockouts, it's probably going to be a lot more like in depth of an idle, but I don't think it's going to go rum, 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 rum. But at the same time, I've also never heard a Coyote with lockouts.
Me either. That's why no one knows. There's no videos of it online. There's nothing.
Be really like pronounced in depth, like idle, like just.
What do you think, Doug?
Not like choppy.
I don't think it's going to be a super heavy chop, but I definitely think it'll be.
I think it'll be more pronounced
like,
than idle.
Like a little bit of a.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be.
I've never heard like this is like uncharted territories for all of us here. So.
It really depends on your RPM range, because you can have the nastiest chop cam, but if you set it to idle at 1200, it's probably going to smooth out.
Well, yeah.
So depending on if you
if you're idling at 600,
if you fatten it up, it's probably going to end up, you know, more than likely chopping some heavy cams.
Oh shit.
What?
We busted the regulator somehow. Guarantee you that the motor tilted back when we were doing the trans and it cracked the glass on the regulator.
Yeah, it's still gonna read fine. The glass just, I mean, the fluid's in there just to help stabilize the reading, but it still functions fine. All right.
I can get another gauge. Let me see. Everything is out of the way. This is routed a lot differently than the way that it was before, but it's still fine. It's gonna work. Pretty much gotten everything together now. I don't know what else we can do. We can put the drive shaft in and the exhaust and the brakes, but I mean, that's honestly it.
I wouldn't even do that for first startup, probably.
Oh.
No, we need to put the exhaust on.
There's 3 whole pages of.
Dude, this car is so stupid loud with all the exhaust, especially now it's gonna be cammed. It's gonna be loud. All we've got left to do now is put the oil filter on. I actually forgot that we didn't put the oil filter on the car, and we actually already filled it up with 10 quarts of oil, but I'm assuming the oil pan is such a high capacity oil pan that there's no oil even in the cooler yet or anything like that. So we're all good there. Anyways, the transmission's in, whole entire engine's in, K-member's tightened down, all the electrical connections are hooked up, cooling system's hooked up. We just need to finish hooking up the AC. We need to fill the coolant into the radiator and all that good stuff, and then after that we're pretty much good to start the car up. I do need to fill the supercharger system with water as well, get that all cooled off, get it running. Dude, I'm so excited. At this point, what are we waiting on to start it? We just need to put the exhaust on tomorrow. That's all. I just want to put the exhaust on. Oil filter, we'll go pick that up in a second. We got to fill the car with coolant. Yeah, we do got to put the intake and the throttle body on. We can do all that tomorrow. I'm trying to think for today, what else do we need to do? So intake and throttle body needs to get put on tomorrow. This all needs to get hooked up tomorrow. The AC's hooked up, coolant's hooked up. We got all the reservoir back in. Ground is here from the head. We relocated this, if you guys remember. We had a lot of problems getting this ground off back here. And instead of putting the ground back in the same spot back here where it's just a really crappy place in my opinion, Doug went ahead and had the idea to relocate it to this ground and route it to the head right here instead of the back of the head. Also, a big reason for that is we put the head cooling mod on here from MMR. That head cooling mod creates a really big difficulty whenever you're trying to put the ground on, because it's literally in the same spot that you use the bolt hole that goes normally to ground the head to the chassis. Use that same bolt hole for the head cooling mod. So we are pretty much done for the day. Everything is hooked up. I don't even know what to say, honestly. This is freaking ridiculous.
Got a car,
Really
whole ass
only
car.
one thing to say.
Yeehaw, brother.
If you want your chance to win.
He said there really is only one thing to say. If you want your chance to win a Corvette, make sure you go to www.itsjust6.com/shop. I'm so glad that we have another giveaway going. I used to love whenever you do that.
Honestly,
I'd be like, dude, say something. Daniel would say something. He says something. Then Poe would be like, for your chance to win. I'd be like, dude. Anyways, guys, that's probably gonna be a wrap for today's video. We're gonna go ahead and bleed the clutch real quick, get that all working. Tomorrow we're gonna be finishing up everything. Hopefully VMP is gonna have a tune to me by then. We'll be able to flash the new tune on there, fill the car with fluids, put the oil filter on, put the exhaust on, and start this thing up. This is freaking incredible. I hate leaving you guys like this because I know at the end of this video everybody's gonna be like, no, I want to see it start. But trust me, I want to see it start just as much as you do. But tomorrow is going to be the day. So make sure you guys turn on notifications, wait for the video to drop tomorrow. It's going to be the moment of truth. It's either going to work or it's not. So I'm to the point now where I really don't even care. If something messes up, just like with Daniel's car, we went through the same thing. That's just part of it. It's a car. It's a mechanical piece. Something's broken. Something that wasn't right. Take it apart, do it again. It's not that big of a deal. I've pretty much accepted that by now. So
Fingers crossed and knock on wood.
fingers crossed. Knock on wood. I personally have never put a Coyote together. Doug has never put a Coyote together. And by no means have we assumed that we're professionals or even tried to make anyone believe that. We're just your average people. I'm just like you watching this video, except for we're putting Coyotes together. So.
Except for we're about it.
Except for we're about it. Like I said, this is all just a learning process for me. Even if something messes up, it's been so incredibly fun just being able to put this car together and do everything so far. How come every time we do something like this, I always have like an emotional spill where I'm like, man.
Dog,
But no, really though.
You hit the track one more time. You're gonna hit that cry real quick, and then you're gonna hit that 8.
I've had fun just being able to spend time with Doug and spend time with Daniel and spend time with everybody else that's had a hand in putting this together. Poe, Caleb, literally everyone in our friend group. So it's been a lot of fun. It's just, it's a pastime. It's a hobby. That's what the whole car thing is. It's just somehow we've turned this into a lifestyle and a business. Yeah, so anyways, make sure you guys stay tuned tomorrow. It's gonna be incredible. I'm seriously looking forward to it, seeing what happens. But that's gonna be a wrap for today's video, guys. All right, I'll see you next video. Oh, wait. Wait. Poe, do the thing.
Wait, what? You're telling me I have to win this car right here? For just the price of a shirt?
Yep.
You're lying.
Swear.
Dude.
www.itsjust6.com/shop. There is a Hurst shifter in there.
Hurst, spinny, ding, 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 ding. Gap.
Yep, there's a Hurst shifter in there. For the price of a t-shirt, we've actually got brand new license plate frames, which actually sold out last night. Last night was the first day of the giveaway. By the time you're seeing this, it's actually a few days late. But last night we announced the giveaway, and it's literally sold out of like half of our stuff. Like half the items on the site are completely sold out. We have a few more items still in stock, but
go to www.itsjust6.com/shop for your chance to win the Corvette. Just purchasing like one thing off the website, but like honestly, you just need one more than more than one shirt or jacket. So like,
anyways, though, that's a wrap. Talk to you guys tomorrow. We're gonna start this thing up.
Trying to just get gapped in paintball.
Boy, what? Okay, bye. Update before we go. We just bled the clutch. This clutch feel is a man's clutch. This is like.
look, watch his leg muscle. Look.
Dude, this takes so much to push.
I like how under the car it sounds like you're like hitting a drum. Like that's how aggressive it is. It sounds like you're hitting a drum.
Yeah, hang the camera under there so you can see.
I'll put a shot of nitrous on here.
Put it in your A-pillar, no one will know.
I'm not scared. I'll put a shot of nitrous on this. Keep it cool.
Fire extinguisher.
No, just keep it cool. Keep IATs down. That's it.
I'm the greatest. Yeah, I'm the greatest. See my competition, they just don't fit that niche. You could try to take a shot at me, I would not flinch. I try to jack at my sound and then I flip that script like I ain't doing no favors. See me walking around